Hey, what's up, my RTHD homies? How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Saturday, June 27th, 2020. And this is Road to Happy Destiny. RTHD with Coach Bear. I am Coach Glenn the Bear, coming to you from Casa 1500 in Metairie, Louisiana. This is Season 5, Episode 8 of RTHD. And we are in the season of the quality question, or the Q squared. So let's get to today's question. Why don't everybody out there grab your handy dandy into action notebook, a utensil used for writing purposes, and let's go ahead and get set up. Open up to a brand spanking new page, and let's generate our Q squared for the day, as well as our column for what we are grateful for today, what our gratitude is in today. Very excited to have today's question. Today's question comes to us, I tell you what, I just remembered something. I'm going to stop. I keep forgetting this. Let's, before we get to the question, let's go ahead and start off with the short version of the Serenity Prayer. And let's go ahead and do the we version of the Serenity Prayer. So please join me if you know it. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, let's take it one day at a time, 24 hours a day. Let's go out and win the day. All righty. Today's Q squared comes to us from Joanne. Thank you so much, Joanne, for your question today. And here we go. So if you want to jot it down, get yourself ready to rock and roll as I read. What topic that you've discussed on RTHD do you find has made the most impact on your life? Wow, great question. Great question. You know, thankfully, you know, this is been a long process that I've been doing these videos, these episodes, and you know, we're in Season 5, Episode 8, so plenty of episodes. What are we, today's Episode 88, and so a lot of things that have been discussed on RTHD. And a lot of these things have made an impact on my life. As you all know out there, I began doing this show and continue to do this show, you know, for me, as an effective tool for me to get through what I was going through at the time when I began, and to start leading a life that will lead to a road to happy destiny. And so, you know, I think about all the things that we've discussed here on the program in this series, and there's a lot. But if I had to narrow it down to just one thing, and you know me, I'm gonna put a second place and a third place in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it like it is. And I'm sure many of you, if you had to take a guess, could figure this out. But that number one thing for me that has made the most impact on my life is this: gratitude. Which is why once we started the into action process of this program, I have made gratitude a part of the show every single day. And the reason why gratitude has made the most impact on me is real simple. You know, when I began doing this show about 89 days ago, 88 days ago, whatever it was, and for the few weeks prior to beginning the show, you know, I had been coming, I was just coming off of being in a very dark place. And one of the reasons that I got to that dark place for me is because I was not living in gratitude. I was not grateful for what I had. I did not wake up each and every day thinking about what I should be grateful for. Rather, I was thinking just the opposite. I was being ungrateful. I was thinking about things that were negative that were going on in my life, and that was my focus. And my focus was not on gratitude. You know, in fact, when we did season 4, the 20 episodes about today's tool, or T squared, I was going to make one of those daily tools gratitude. And I wound up not doing that because we do gratitude almost every single day, or we have done it every day since, I guess, season 3 maybe. You know, I did not. But with that being said, you know, it has been such an important tool for me by doing this show to talk about gratitude every single day, and for me to have to sit in reflection each day and come up with something that I'm grateful for. And there have been a few repeats here and there, obviously, because if you're grateful for it, you're grateful for it. Doesn't mean I'm going to be grateful for it today and not tomorrow, right? So the gratitude list, and I wake up each and every morning, and I wake up now in a positive way, because instead of starting to think about what I've got on my plate for the day, I started thinking about just the simplest of things. Grateful to wake up in the morning and start a new day, and grateful that I'm waking up with a clear mind and ready to begin a brand spanking new day. And so, you know, gratitude has made the most impact on me, because I can think back in my life and realize that there were plenty of times when I should have been either A, a lot more grateful than I was, or B, focusing more on gratitude than on negative things. And C, just realizing that gratitude is actually an attitude. It's an attitude of gratitude. It is a way of life that I'm starting to live. It is definitely a lifestyle change for me. I've always said publicly that I'm a glass half full guy, you know, not half empty. And you know what? That might just be words coming out of my mouth, because as I've had the opportunity to reflect over these past few months, I've had the opportunity to realize that, you know, there's been a lot of points in my life where I have not been glass half full, and allowed that to really control this and control this, and that controlled my whole inward and outward appearance. You know, it really did. So gratitude has made the most impact on me during the RTHD series. And that is why I've incorporated it in these last, 28, 38, 48 episodes, whatever it's been. And so that, you know, that's why I do it. Because if I'm doing this show for me, and hopefully helping at least one other person out there, or maybe really hopefully more than that, right? But if I'm doing this show for me, and I have to say that something has made the biggest stamp or impact on me during this process, it has been the attitude of gratitude. So thank you so much for that question, Joanne. But let me go ahead and talk about the couple of things that I also wanted to add to the gratitude thing. Something else that's become extremely important to me during RTHD has been routine. Developing a daily routine, especially during this crazy coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic time that we are in. And so, you know, coming up with a new routine, and a routine where I can be comfortable each and every single day, which allows me to realize the gratitude that I should have in my life. And developing this routine has really impacted me. And, you know, doing 88 episodes in 89 days, just taking that one day off in between episode 84 and 85, episodes 84 and 85, you know, that commitment, right? Part of a routine for me is a commitment. I've come up with a routine. I've made a commitment to live that routine each and every day. Does it differ slightly every single day? Yeah, sure. But are the nuts and bolts of what I need every single day in that routine? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yeah, you right, dog. So, the routine, the commitment to my routine has made an impact on me as well. And thirdly, I spend a whole season 4, on what I call today's tool, or T squared. And, I've had, and I've mentioned this before, these tools in my toolbox, in my toolkit, for a long period of time. And many of them I have used from time to time, but not as often as I should have used them. And some tools that I discussed, I had never used. They had been in there, just never used. And I cannot tell you how helpful that I have found utilizing those specific tools that I had never used before. People had advised me to use them, and I just said, I don't need to use those tools. I've got plenty in my box. I've got plenty in my toolkit that I can use. That's just stinking thinking on my part, because I wasn't open to listening to others and take advice from other people that have had success utilizing all these different tools. And, we discussed many tools during season 4, but, obviously we didn't discuss every single tool that you could possibly have, at your disposal. So breaking out tools, especially ones that I hadn't used a lot or very well in the past, especially the brand new tools, and I'm going to call them brand new, because if I got a brand new drill in my toolkit and I never use it, right? It's still brand new, even though it's been in there, let's say, for a year or two, right? Hasn't been used. Well, I had a lot of these tools at my disposal that I never used, so I will call them brand new tools for me, because of the finally exposing myself to utilizing them, right? So once again, Joanne, thank you so much for your question. Great question, because, this is what has really made an impact on me during the wonderful series Road to Happy Destiny with Coach Bear. RTHD, baby. We riding? Well, I'm with ya, homie. You heard me? So, yeah. I hope that wound up being a good show for someone out there. It was a good show for me, because, yet again, it drills home right in here, that I need to be grateful each and every single day. Speaking of gratitude, what are you grateful for today? I'll let you know what I am grateful for at this time. So if you want to jot down yours, or if you've already done so, take a look at it. So here we go. I am going to look at my notes real quick. I remember what it is, but I want to phrase it correctly. Okay, what am I grateful for today? Well, based on our show today, I am grateful for things from the past that I wasn't grateful for at the time, or I wasn't as grateful as I should have been at the time. I've really been reflecting over the past few weeks in particular about gratitude. And, having the opportunity when I revisit some darker times in my life, what has been missing? And bottom line, I was not as grateful for what I had as I should have been, or grateful even at all. And this has really led to things getting messed up in here, getting messed up in here, getting messed up in the whole picture for me. Because, that's just not a, we've all been around people who, we're exposed to people with different types of personalities, right? And you have some people that are very positive, some people that are very negative. Some people that are always, looking for the brighter thing, and those people that are always looking for the things that they can cut down, right? And so, I find for me that when I'm in a glass half empty mode, I'm not being grateful. And that is the major problem. And when I'm in a glass half full mode, I am being grateful. And that is what is driving me to have that glass half full. So that's what I'm grateful for today. I want to be grateful for all the things in the past that I was not grateful for or not as grateful as I should have been. And I want to keep those memories fresh in my mind to remember, no matter whether I think it's small or medium or large or extra large or double X or triple X, if I should be grateful for it, I need to be grateful for it. Okay? And that is really what's been you know, a big focus for me, and what has been really, really impactful for me. And so I'm just going to wrap all that up together for today's show. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful, delightful weekend. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you all. Look forward to seeing you all either tonight or tomorrow. Have a great one. Love you all. Peace.